welcome to another high school basketball broadcast on Cape Atlantic Live. I'm Brian CUNNIFF. Buddy Tarbon will be joining me momentarily. We're in Wildwood Catholic's home gym here in North Wildwood for a Cape Atlantic American Conference game between the Crusaders of Wildwood Catholic and St. Augustine Prep. Both of these teams coming into this game at 2-1. St. Augustine Prep coming off one of the more shocking early season losses, early season results that you will see as they lost in overtime to Ocean City the other day. While after being up 20 in the third quarter. So we'll have to see how St. Augustine bounces back this evening. Wildwood Catholic is coming in off a win over Salem the other night. They beat them here at home, 72-53. So Crusaders have won 2 straight after a close loss at Ocean City on opening night, a game that we broadcast here on Cape Atlantic Live. So 2 rivals meeting here this evening in North Wildwood. St. Augustine won both games last year, 67-48 in early January and then 73-40 in late January. This is not the same St. Augustine Prep team. They're very young. They had a couple of expected returnees transfer out, and they're a very young team this year, led by Rory Friel, who averages about 15.5 a game, and then Noah Plen, who's actually a Lower Township product. He averages a little over 13, and then Mide Oki Byron at 8.5 points per game. But this is a prep team that will start quite a few sophomores and juniors.
And Brian, even though the prep's in a rebuilding stage, they're still very, very competitive, and they execute everything that they do very well.
Yeah, you know they're going to be well coached, buddy. That goes without saying. And we mentioned this on our first broadcast, our subsequent broadcasts that have been on Cape Atlantic Live. A little different this year. Home teams are wearing dark uniforms, so Wildwood Catholic, with their new black uniforms, by the way, will wear the darks tonight. St. Augustine Prep will wear the whites as the away team. 3 officials for the game: Percy Valentine, Dan Bradley, and George Golding. And we should see, what we're interested to see is how St. Augustine reacts to that loss the other night. Such a stunning loss after being up 21 in the third quarter. And they have to come on the road to play an improved Wildwood Catholic team. We're going to say the school prayer here and the national anthem, so we're going to step aside with the audio. We'll be back right after this. Catholic and St. Augustine here this evening from Sister Mary Ellen Ford Gymnasium. Playing the game, of course, on Franz St. John Court. Starters for St. Augustine, of course, coached by Paul Rodeo. We'll start a sophomore, Kyle Helfenstein, at a forward position. 2 juniors as well in the starting lineup. Gabe Gillespie, a guard. Mide Oki Byron, a forward. And then 2 seniors. We mentioned the leading scorers for St. Augustine, Rory Friel and Noah Plen. And again, as you can see on the screen, St. Augustine wearing the home white uniforms, trimmed in dark blue and gray. For Wildwood Catholic, coached by Will Wareham. 2 juniors in the starting lineup, Nasir Ruiz and Tayshawn Jackson. Sophomore Alex Daniel. And then the 2 senior guards, Pat Bean and Charlie Dunner. Wildwood Catholic has been getting balanced scoring. They have 4 players averaging over 8 points per game. Dunner and Daniel lead them at about 14 a game. Tayshawn Jackson's averaging over 10, and Pat Bean's averaging close to 9. So it's a balanced scoring effort so far for Wildwood Catholic. We'll see what they can do. St. Augustine is not as big as they've been in the past, buddy, but they're still bigger than Wildwood Catholic. So the Crusaders are going to have to, not that the Crusaders are overly small, but it's just that they seem to have a lot of 6'1" kids. And, they're going to have to match up against the St. Augustine team that's got a couple of 6'3" guys. Yeah, the 6'8", the 6'6", those kids might not be here anymore, but there's still some size on this prep team. It'll be Oki Byron for the prep, Jackson for Wildwood Catholic. Wildwood Catholic, the home team in dark, moving from left to right across your screen. Percy Valentine tosses, and we're underway here in North Wildwood. Noah Plen with the basketball, guarded by Jackson. Wildwood Catholic starts in man-to-man. Here's Plen again as they work it around. Gillespie now, son of the former Holy Spirit head coach Jamie Gillespie. Oki Byron shut off on a drive by Alex Daniel. Gillespie holds up top to Noah Plen. Plen into the lane, kicks out. Helfenstein down the lane. No good but a foul. And this will go against Jackson. And Kyle Helfenstein will go to the line for 2 shots.
And Helfenstein is a 6'3" sophomore, and he averages 4 points a game. That was a good, strong drive to the basket. Able to draw that foul on Tayshawn Jackson, his first, team's first.
And Helfenstein makes 1 to give the prep an early lead. Alex Daniel, the rebound, he handles it himself. Now goes back to Charlie Dunner. This is a team that is kind of without a natural point guard as Wildwood Catholic. They've kind of done it by committee, although Dunner handles it probably more than anyone else. Dunner shoots a 3. He was looking for a foul, thought he got fouled on the jump shot. The rebound, though, goes off of St. Augustine and out of bounds. Daniel with it, left elbow, hands off to Bean. Bean down low to Jackson, kicked across. 3 ball for Dunner, that's short. Rebound momentarily kept alive, but Oki Byron comes down with it. Plen driving, no good. Got his own rebound off the glass, in and out. Unfortunate for Noah Plen. Nasir Ruiz comes down with the defensive rebound for Wildwood Catholic. Jackson for 3, in and out. Not really known as a 3-point shooter, but that was a good look, and it nearly went down. Gillespie cleared the rebound for St. Augustine. Friel behind the screen for 3. And here's Wildwood Catholic after Alex Daniel clears the rebound. Jackson kicks. Now it's Daniel. St. Augustine, not surprisingly, started the game in man-to-man defense. Dunner with it. Dribbles toward the prep bench, still holding his dribble. Jackson now isolated, but gives it up to Daniel. Here's Bean, traveled with it.
And Brian, when we did the Ocean City Wildwood Catholic game last Thursday night, that's one of the areas Wildwood Catholic in that first half, they turned it over a lot.
And I believe it was 11 or 12 times, and then they only turned it over 4 times in the second half.
Yes.
That's why they were able to get back in that game. Okie Byron bullies his way to the right block and lays it up and in. So Prep leads 3-0. Wildwood Catholic looking for its first points, obviously. 5:15 to go first quarter. Ruiz right side to Bean. Wildwood Catholic still playing shorthanded. Ryan McGrath is still out with that illness. Good pass down low. Daniel was a good catch, but missed the layup. Rebound to Friel. And the rebound is knocked out, or the outlet pass is knocked out of bounds by Wildwood Catholic. 3 minutes into this first quarter. Prep a 3-0 lead and the ball. Gabe Gillespie with it. High post to Helfenstein. Turns and faces. And Gillespie will reset. Now it's Plen. Plen back to Helfenstein. Spinning, top of the lane, dips in, shut off. Good defense by Daniel there. They find Plen for 3, no good. Rebound to Ruiz. Outlet to Jackson, nearly went out of bounds, but Jackson saved it. Alex Daniel now on the right wing. St. Augustine with, or here's Bean, a deep 3, that's in and out. Plen the rebound. Pushes for the Prep. And his layup in and out again. Boy, bad luck for Noah Plen so far. He's had 2 shots right at the rim go in and out. Here's another turnover by Wildwood Catholic. And we're gonna have a foul here on Jackson. This is unfortunate. Plen just tripped over Jackson's legs, and that's gonna be Tayshawn Jackson's second foul.
Yeah, with 3:58 to play in the first quarter, I mean, Wildwood Catholic cannot afford to have Tayshawn Jackson on the bench.
No, Kelshawn Russell has to check in for him, and the first sub for St. Augustine is Ethan Haynes. Here's a 3 on the way that's short. Might have been partially blocked by Russell. It was Friel on the attempt, and his back heels almost landed on the toes of Buddy Tarbotton. Jackson, or Russell for 3, no good. Anybody who's ever been in this gym knows very close quarters here. Fans are very close to the court, as are the broadcasters.
Yes.
Okie Byron, top of the key. Goes to Plen. Haynes at the top now. Friel dropped it. It goes out of bounds. Turnover Prep. A little jawing back and forth between Daniel and Okie Byron. Percy Valentine steps in quickly and puts an end to that. 2 Cape May County kids, starters, buddy, for St. Augustine. Noah Plen, as we mentioned, Lower Township kid, and Kyle Helfenstein from the Ocean City area. Ruiz to the basket. That was a really good move. He changed direction at the elbow and laid it up and in. Nasir Ruiz gives Wildwood Catholic their first field goal and first points. Low scoring game so far. 2:50 to go here in the first quarter, as the Prep leads by 1. Plen to Haynes. Picked up by Dunner. Over to Friel. Okie Byron fakes, steps in. Foul line jumper is good.
Tell you, Okie Byron, good form, nice move right there. The 6'2" junior, he's averaging 9 points a game for the Hermits.
Nasir Ruiz goes over to Alex Daniel. Here's Dunner. Drives to the basket. Got it. Tough shot.
And that was a strong move by Dunner.
Buddy, I think if you're St. Augustine coach Paul Rodeo, you'll be happy with Dunner taking that shot all day. Noah Plen now, an offensive foul as Alex Daniel comes in and help side and draws it. Daniel looks a little worse for the wear, but I think he may have taken a knee to the chest on that. But it always feels good when you take that offensive foul. You can live through that physical pain for a moment.
Absolutely. There is reward.
Yes, there is. Ruiz left side, fakes a dribble handoff. Daniel now picked up by Helfenstein. Dunner again pulls up, 14-footer off the back rim. Rebound to Friel. And here comes the prep. Joey Peacock, a junior guard's into the game. He just stepped on the last whistle, and he misses the jumper there. Outlet pass knocked out of bounds as Russell was looking for Bean on the wing. Happy to have Chris Knoll back manning the camera, buddy.
Absolutely.
For us here at this live stream. Of course, our executive producer and king of the world, Matt Ulmer. Great look by Dunner. Got it to Ruiz. This layup is good. Wildwood Catholic has its first lead at 6-5. 1:10 to go first quarter. Helfenstein. Gillespie now, inside a minute to go in the period. Got it to Haynes, shoveled off to Peacock, layup is good. Whoa, what a great patience set there by St. Augustine, and they go back up by 1 with 40 seconds to go in the period. Daniel isolated on the right. Drives, spins, turns, no good. And a great box out by Peacock, allowing his teammate Helfenstein to come in for the floorboard. Gillespie drives, pulls up, no good. Long rebound. Helfenstein dips in, no good. Alex Daniel the rebound. He's pushing for Wildwood Catholic. Got it to Bean. Bean traveled.
And that's going to be the third turnover here in the first quarter.
Buddy, that was a good look by Alex Daniel, but I think he put a little too much mustard on that in close quarters, and Bean couldn't make the clean catch and shuffled his feet.
Yes.
7 seconds to go in the period. I don't know if St. Augustine realizes it. Rocco Ricciardi got it over to Friel for 3. No good as the buzzer sounds. At the end of a low-scoring first period, it's St. Augustine 7 and Wildwood Catholic 6. You can see all of our advertisers scrolling through. This gives us a chance to tell you about some of them. Be sure to check out the Mudhen Brewing Company in Wildwood for a great local dining and entertainment experience. Crest Savings Bank has been serving the Cape May County community for nearly 105 years. Check them out at crestsavings.com. Hall's Carpet Care specializes in carpet and upholstery cleaning, air duct and dryer vent cleaning, and home watch services. hallscarpetcare.com. Ribeyes Steaks is a staple at the many festivals and special events across Cape May County all throughout the year. For more info on one of the area's premier food trucks, call 609-602-3378. The Wildwood Recreation Department is offering arena football, basketball, and indoor soccer leagues for kids again this winter. 609-522-5837 for registration information. The Wildwood Crest Police Officers Association and the Wildwood Crest K-9 Unit are proud sponsors of the Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts. Call 609-522-2456 for more info or to make a donation to one of those great organizations. So kind of a feel each other out first period, buddy, and the prep has a 1-point lead.
Well, Brian, one of the things, Wildwood Catholic, they attempted 5 3-pointers in that first quarter. They did not make any, but when they put the ball on the floor and they would drive to the basket, that's when they started putting the ball in the basket. So, you know, if the three's not working, you got to make an adjustment.
Wildwood Catholic the ball to start the second quarter, trailing by a point. Alex Daniel curling to the basket short. Rebound brought down by Oki Byron of the Prep. Driving to the basket is Plen, and he's fouled by Anthony Edwardi, who's into the game for the first time, senior forward. And Noah Plen will get 2 shots. Plen is a standout lacrosse player who'll be going to Delaware, University of Delaware, on a partial scholarship. Made the first free throw. Actually scored the winning goal 2 years ago when the Prep won a state championship. Second one's also good. Dunner with it. Bean now on the left, Pat Bean. Goes to a curling Daniel. Lost his dribble. Dunner a deep 3, that's way off. Ruiz, though, the offensive rebound, gives Wildwood Catholic another look at it here. Ruiz down the lane. Up and good. Nice year, Ruiz. He's been active. He's got 6 points, 6 of Wildwood Catholic's 8. Plen to Gillespie. Plen again. Gillespie again. Short on the 3. Dunner rebounds. Dunner drives, kicks. Edwardi for 3. Got it! Anthony Edwardi, a 3 off the bench, and Wildwood Catholic has a 2-point lead. Friel, a baseline drive, stripped by Edwardi and out of bounds.
6:31 to play in this second quarter. It's Wildwood Catholic 11, St. Augustine 9. A little delay here as they mop some water or perspiration off the floor in front of the Wildwood Catholic bench.
Plen to trigger the inbound. Nice set play off the inbound, but Daniel strips Plen. St. Augustine first to the loose ball. Oki Byron. Offensive foul is called.
And
Oki Byron came to a good jump stop, buddy. I think in the eyes of the official, he then dipped his shoulder into the chest of a defensive player. Paul Rodeo's not happy with the call.
Yeah, that was a rather interesting call. But Oki Byron, he picks up his team's first here in the second quarter.
Ruiz, who has 6 points so far for Wildwood Catholic. Dunner. Ruiz again. Lobs down low. Floater along the baseline is good by Charlie Dunner. And Wildwood Catholic's on a little spurt here. They lead 13-9. Gillespie. Driving, lost it. Stolen by Edwardi. Edwardi bounces to Dunner. Dunner into the lane. And they're going to say an offensive foul. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor. Looks like St. Augustine is going to call a timeout. 13-9 Wildwood Catholic, 5:31 to go, second quarter. Bonner's Accounting Services can handle all of your tax and financial needs. Give them a call at 609-602-3187. New Jersey State Assemblymen Antwan, McClellan, and Erik Simonsen are strong supporters of high school sports and Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts. Ulmer's Appliance Service is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts. Log on to ulmersappliance.com. The Balharbour Hotels in Wildwood Crest supports high school basketball broadcasts on Cape Atlantic Live. If you need a room for friends or family, log on to balharbourhotels.com for more. 13-9. Wildwood Catholic leading St. Augustine. 5:31 to go in the second quarter.
St. Augustine's points this quarter have come from the foul line. They've turned it over 3 times. Twice here in this second quarter.
Friel with it on the wing. High post to Oki Byron. Gillespie a drive. Friel now. Oki Byron. Stripped. Stolen away by Alex Daniel.
And right now, that's what Wildwood Catholic's been able to do, Brian. They've turned it up a notch defensively.
Prep doesn't have a field goal in this period. Here's Bean for 3. Short. Rebound to St. Augustine. Oki Byron cleared it. Ruiz nearly stole it away, but Oki Byron was able to pull down that rebound. Plen, another shot at the rim goes in and out for him. Wildwood Catholic running quickly the other way. A pass is tipped out of bounds.
And Brian, that's only the second field goal attempt in this quarter for the Hermits.
Daniel will fire a 3. That misses badly. Plen the rebound. He's fouled by Eduardi. That's his first, team's third.
No, it's his second.
Yeah, his second. He's got to go to the bench. Kelshawn Russell comes in. Well, why would I expect John Bugs Hinkie, Bud, to get that foul up there quickly?
Hey. Some things do happen over time.
Plen to Friel. Plen again. Front of the Crusader bench. Drives to the basket. No good. Rebound batted around, and it is gathered by Friel. That was great hustle there. Traveling with it is Haynes. Little bunny hop. And it takes away a 3-pointer that was made there. But another turnover by the Prep.
Yeah, it's their 4th one in this quarter. And again, they've only gotten, were able to 3 field goal attempts.
Bean drives right. Russell, crossover dribble, stripped. And it's going to go off of Russell's leg and out of bounds. Prep, with 3:38 to go in the second quarter, have only scored 3 field goals, none here in this second period. Their only points here in this quarter came on 2 free throws by Noah Plen. Plen takes a bump. That's from Eduardi, and that's going to be his 3rd.
Yeah, and that's going to force Coach Will Wareham's hand. Eduardi now has to come out. He is subbed for.
Sophomore Calvin Kiker, number 21, checks in.
4th team foul, Brian, in the second quarter. So the Prep's going to be shooting the rest of the way.
Friel, a deep 3. Got it. One-point lead now for Wildwood Catholic. As Friel makes it a 13-12 game. Now we have a foul away from the ball. And this is going to go against Ruiz on an illegal screen.
And that's going to be his first, but it's going to be the team's 5th.
Well, it's a team control foul, though, so it's not. There's no free throws. The Prep will simply inbound. Michael Mewitz into the game for the first time for the Prep.
Under 3 minutes, 13-12, Wildwood Catholic leads.
That was Mewitz with the ball, and it was knocked out of his hands and out of bounds by Russell. 2:53 to go in this half. They throw it in the backcourt to Plen. Plen holding the dribble. Hands off to Helfenstein. Haynes for three, short. And we're going to have a foul called on Friel on a hook on the rebound. So Wildwood Catholic will have it.
That's going to be Roy Friel's first personal foul, second team foul. 2:38 to go here in this second quarter. Wildwood Catholic on top, 13-12.
Alex Daniel back in for Wildwood Catholic. And Joey Peacock in for the Prep. Charlie Dunner working against the defense of Gabe Gillespie. Now going to have a timeout called by Wildwood Catholic. Crusaders lead by one, 2:32 to go in the second quarter. Cabrera Companies provides real estate, property management, and home repair services here at the Jersey Shore. Log on to CabreraCompanies.com for more info. Not for Long Media is a content hub made up of several podcasts and YouTube shows talking all things sports, food, drinks, travel, culture, and much more. You can check them out at notforlongmedia.com. And Square One Design has nearly 20 years of experience in designing websites, building online marketing campaigns, and creating custom web applications. Go to designsquareone.com for info. 13-12, Wildwood Catholic leading St. Augustine with 2:32 to go in this second period. And it's been obviously a low-scoring game to this point. St. Augustine with only 4 field goals.
And in this particular quarter, they've made 1 3-pointer and two foul shots.
The original Hotspot restaurant on the Wildwood's Boardwalk at Cedar Avenue is a family tradition at the shore for more than 60 years. Check them out at originalhotspot.com. Dunner to inbound off the timeout. Got it to Ruiz. Boy, took some contact there. And then fired the shot off the backboard. Prep fans wanted a walk. Catholic fans wanted a foul. There was no whistle. The ball went off the side of the backboard and out of bounds.
Which was the proper call.
Yeah, I agree. Friel kicks. Mewitz, foul line area, shut off. Ball was tipped into the backcourt and goes out of bounds. Ruiz, a diving effort at the Prep bench. Oh, inbound pass was dropped by Gillespie, and Kiker comes up with it for Wildwood Catholic. Daniel is fouled by Mewitz. And that's the third team foul. So Wildwood Catholic will inbound, 2:04 to go in the second period. Mide Oki Byron checks back in, as does Noah Plen here for St. Augustine. Gillespie and Mewitz go to the bench.
And that was the third team foul against the Hermits.
They get it into Daniel to a curling bean. Might have gotten away with a walk. Daniel again. Now it's Dunner. Ruiz. Dunner again. Daniel working along the baseline. Tried to feather a pass. It was tipped and stolen. Another turnover on Wildwood Catholic. And now we have a foul on Calvin Kiker. And this is not a good foul here, because that's going to send Noah Plen to the line for 2 shots.
Yeah, and he fouled it. He fouled Plen a good 15 or 16 feet from the basket on a dribble drive, but no shot, obviously.
Plen makes the first. He's 3 for 3 from the line. Peyton Rosanello, a sophomore, checks in for Wildwood Catholic. He's number 2. Gillespie also, after a brief rest, back in for St. Augustine Prep. Plen makes both. So the Prep now has scored 5 straight, and they lead it by 1. Daniel in the post, dips in, Layup, got it.
Good strong move that time by the sophomore. He was not to be denied.
1:15 to go in the quarter. Catholic now by 1. We've had a couple of lead changes so far. Gillespie holding the dribble. His pass knocked away by Rosanello. Rosanello, as a sophomore, but he might not be, as a varsity player in terms of his offense, but he can certainly help on this end.
Oh,
He's athletic and he plays really hard. Here's Helfenstein spinning, and he's fouled. Kyle Helfenstein will go to the line.
And they're going to call that foul on Charlie Dunner. That's going to be his second. And as Brian said, Helfenstein going to the line to shoot 2.
Helfenstein makes the first. He's 2 for 3 from the line. Tied at 15, exactly a minute to go, second quarter. And the second also rolls home.
Wildwood Catholic has yet to shoot a foul shot.
Dunner to the basket, no good. Okie Byron the rebound. Prep a 1-point lead in the ball. 40 seconds to go in the half. Peacock, left elbow jumper is good for Joey Peacock. And the Prep leads by 3. Believe that actually matches their largest lead. They led 3-0 and 5-2. Here's Ruiz, he's fouled by Okie Byron. Prep bench didn't like that call. It's his second. Team's 4th, so no free throws just yet. 23 seconds to go in the quarter.
No, they didn't like that call.
And inbounds pass. Friel the other way, and he'll lay it up and in. (11-2) spurred here by the Prep, and now we have an offensive foul called against Peyton Rosanello for an illegal screen. And with 12.8 left, the Prep can get the last shot. Well, Wildwood Catholic had led this 13-9. And as I said, the Prep now on an 11-2 surge here. And they can extend that run with a basket on this final possession of the half. Here's Peacock. He is fouled by Ruiz. And Peacock's going to go to the line for 2 shots.
And that's Kyle Ruiz. That's going to be his first. And as Brian said, team's over the limit.
Actually, buddy, they called that on Kelshawn Russell. Peacock missed the first. There's 1 second to go. Second one on its way. That one rolls home for Joey Peacock. They get it to Bean. Bean for 3 off the front of the rim. Wow, that's about as good of a look as you're going to get when you got to go the length in just 1 second. But it goes off the front of the rim. And at the half here, St. Augustine finishes the half on a 12-2 run to lead 21-15. We'll step aside with our audio for a bit, and we'll come back with some halftime discussion right before the second half. Thanks for joining us here on CapeAtlanticLive.com. All right, back here at Wildwood Catholic, Brian Cuniff with Buddy Tarbot and Chris Knoll handling the video production for us here on Cape Atlantic Live. Thanks for joining us. Wildwood Catholic trailing St. Augustine Prep 21-15 as St. Augustine finished the first half on a 12-2 spurt. High school basketball on Cape Atlantic Live, brought to you by Casiello Basketball, the Jersey Shore's premier grassroots basketball organization, featuring individual and group training in various leagues for kids of all ages. Check them out at CasielloBasketball.com. Wildwood FMBA Local 50 is a proud supporter of Cape Atlantic Live sports broadcasts. Cape Atlantic Live thanks the City of Wildwood firefighters for their support. The Boardwalk Basketball Classic is one of the nation's largest high school basketball tournaments. This year's event at the Wildwood Convention Center is scheduled to begin this Saturday with a special showcase day, and then the regular tournament will occur from Tuesday the 26th through Sunday the 31st. Schedules and ticket info, bbclassic.com. Troiano and Sons handles masonry, concrete, foundation repair, and stucco services for homes and businesses across Cape May County. 609-522-3355 for a free estimate. So you're scoring in the first half. First for the Prep, Rory Friel and Joey Peacock, each with 5 points. Noah Plen with 4. Mide Oki Byron with 2. He had 4. And Kyle Helfenstein with 3. For Wildwood Catholic, Nasir Ruiz had 6. 4 for Charlie Dunner, 3 for Anthony Edwardi, and 2 for Alex Daniel.
And Brian, when you look at the stat sheet, St. Augustine shot 6 for 19 in that first half. They were 5 for 13 inside the arc, 1 for 6 from beyond. They had 14 rebounds as a team, 10 defensive and 4 offensive. They got to the charity stripe 10 times. They were 7 of 10, and they turned it over 6 times. 5 of those came in that second quarter.
Yeah, probably the first half of that second quarter.
Exactly, when Wildwood Catholic made their little run and took that 4-point lead. The Crusaders, they shot 8 for 23 from the floor. They were 7 for 13 inside the arc. They were 1 for 10 from beyond. They had 10 rebounds as a team, 8 defensive, 2 offensive. And this is interesting, Brian. They didn't get to the foul line 1 time in that first half. And they turned it over 8 times, and 5 of those turnovers came when the Prep went on their run to take control of the game. They had 5 turnovers in the second quarter.
Yeah, Wildwood Catholic went cold there. And, Buddy, we went a long time in the game with the score being 13-9. Each team had 2 or 3 or 4 possessions with the score 13-9, and no one could score. And then the Prep finally got a little hot. Well, relative to this game, they got hot anyway, buddy. It's pretty low scoring here at 21-15 as they close the half on a 12-2 spurt, and they'll get the ball to start this third quarter. St. Augustine in white. It's Gabe Gillespie with the basketball. Mide Oki Byron has the ball now. Noah Plen with it. Number 10 is Rory Friel. Number 22 is Gabe Gillespie. And 5 is Kyle Helpenstein. There's a shot that's missed, so St. Augustine goes with its starters. So does Wildwood Catholic. Charlie Dunner up to Pat Bean to the basket, and he missed it. Boy, there's a lid on this rim down this end, buddy. There's quite a few layups have all gone in and out.
Yes, it's been very hard luck.
Oki Byron. Helfenstein. Gabe Gillespie now. Driving, kicking. Helfenstein to Friel. Tough 3. That's short. Long rebound to Bean. Dunner a deep 3. Short. Friel claims the rebound for St. Augustine. Tayshaun Jackson picking up Noah Plen as he dribbles it across the division line. Noah Plen calls out a play. Lobs high post. Friel. That goes in and out. Daniel hands off to Dunner. Prep by 6. Early stages, second half. Jackson. Dunner now. Jackson again. Bean fakes a 3, kicks to Jackson. Jackson now for 3. Short. Rebound, Oki Byron. I think Jackson got thrown off, buddy. He bumped into the official. Wow, and speaking of bumps, I think Tayshaun Jackson just got away with his 3rd foul there. Plen ends up throwing it out of bounds, but that was after a lot of contact there and it was let go.
Yeah, and on that shot that Tayshaun Jackson took, you're right. He actually tripped over the official, tried to reset his feet, and still launched that 3-pointer.
Alex Daniel over to Nasir Ruiz. Driving, lays it off for Dunner. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound to Helfenstein. That it tipped out of his hands. Jackson claims the loose ball. Now it's going to go off of Wildwood Catholic and out of bounds as Helfenstein, a good hustle play. Now, the offense might not be there in this game just yet, buddy, but the effort certainly is.
Oh, absolutely. These two teams are really going at each other.
Oki Byron on the right. Plen. Bounces in the post to Friel. Peacock, who just came into the game, kicks in the corner to Helfenstein. Stops, pulls up from 17 feet, in and out. But so many shots go in and out. Friel, the offensive rebound, that misses. Rebound, Helfenstein. He turns in the lane, goes to Peacock, layup is good. Peacock with 7 off the bench for the prep, buddy.
Yeah, he's been obviously a big boost.
We have a foul on the entry pass. A hold called against Kyle Helfenstein. Helfenstein is claiming he was held by Daniel. You know how that usually goes, buddy. If both players are holding, usually the offensive player gets the call.
Yeah, or the second one caught.
Gets the benefit of the call, I should say.
Helfenstein picks up his first.
Dunner for 3, right in Buddy Tarbotten's lap. In and out. Rebound claimed by Oki Byron. And he's starting to pick up some rebounds, buddy. What do you got for him?
He has. That was his 5th rebound. All defensive.
Cross-court pass by Oki Byron. Peacock for 3. Got it! Joey Peacock with 10 off the bench to lead all scorers. And the prep now has an 11-point lead. Bean to the basket. Dunner for 3. Catholic needs it. Bang! Timeout. Wildwood Catholic. 26-18.
And Wildwood Catholic needed that bucket desperately as St. Augustine came out to start this 3rd quarter. And, you know, they were able to score a couple of buckets. I should say Joey Peacock.
Yes.
He has 7 points in the quarter.
Yeah, so St. Augustine actually extended that run to 17-2 before Charlie Dunner ended it with that 3-pointer for Wildwood Catholic. And it's now an 8-point lead for St. Augustine. Cape Atlantic Live would like to thank Wildwood Catholic Academy and Athletic Director Mike Rennie for allowing us to bring you tonight's Cape Atlantic League basketball game. For more information on Wildwood Catholic Academy, log on to wildwoodcatholicacademy.com.
And Brian, Tayshaun Jackson averages 10 points a game. He has yet to score.
Hey,
Alex
buddy,
Daniel averages 14, and he has 2.
Friel to the basket. Nice set play by the prep right off right out of the timeout. And they go back up double digits at 28-18. Daniel gets Helfenstein. Good jump stop. Got away with a walk, laid it up and in. He's got 4. Plen down the lane. Oki Byron. Now it's Friel. Goes around the man. Right elbow jumper in and out. Peacock on the follow. No good. But he'll go to the line. Boy, and has he had a night off the bench for St. Augustine, buddy.
Yeah, yes,
he's got 10 points to lead all scorers. He'll go to the line here to try to add 2 more and add to his team's lead. First free throw is good.
Yeah, Joey Peacock, a 5'10 junior guard.
No good on the second free throw. 9-point lead for the Prep. Wildwood Catholic to basketball. Bean. Try to pass. Helfenstein knocked it away and it goes out of bounds.
3:02 to play, third quarter. St. Augustine 29, Wildwood Catholic 20, and Wildwood Catholic, they need to get stops on the defensive end. I mean, obviously you can't trade baskets when you're down, 9 points.
So again, some perspiration on the floor. They take some time to get that up. And now we're reset and ready to go. Daniel for 3, that's no good. Rebound to Noah Plen. Oki Byron kicks. Peacock for 3. Bang! Joey Peacock with 14 off the bench. And St. Augustine has its largest lead at 12, 32-20. With 2:43 to go here in the third quarter.
Well, Brian, if you notice, to start the second half, to start this third quarter, Joey Peacock was out on the floor to start the quarter. Obviously, Coach Paul Rodeo recognizing the offensive spurt that he had gotten from Peacock in that first half, and boy, is he getting one right here.
Yeah, Peacock with 9 points, 9 of St. Augustine's 11 in this period, and he's got 14 for the game. In a low-scoring game, he's got 14 of St. Augustine's 32, so he's got, somewhere in the vicinity of 40 to 45% of his team's points.
And, on a night,
I was going to ask you to help me out with those percentages, buddy, but I knew that would have been a fruitless request.
And, on that point, too, you get a night where everybody is struggling to put the ball in the basket, and guess what? If one guy's stroking it, he needs to be on the floor and get him the ball.
Well, Wildwood Catholic, they need to put something together here. This game's going to start to slip away from them. They trail by 12. They get it into Daniel. That's a nice set play. He lays it up and in. Good entry pass by Pat Bean. Plen hands off to Helfenstein. In the corner, Oki Byron for 3. Short, rebound to Jackson. Boy, Jackson can really get up. He got up over everybody for that one. Dunner to Bean. Shovels it off to Daniel. Ruiz down the lane, blocking foul, and they're going to count it. That's a good call by Dan Bradley there. Ruiz lays it in at the rim and will go to the line. A player for the Prep there bailing out, trying to take a charge. And that really puts the offensive player in a vulnerable position. And it was a good call in the continuation as well, because Ruiz was definitely into his move at the basket, but he missed the free throw. Catholic does cut the lead to 8. Now the Crusaders pressuring. Prep beats it easily. Friel has it at the top. Okie Byron now.
And that was Wildwood Catholic's first trip to the foul line
Plen
in this game.
Friel stripped. Helpenstein, too hot to handle for Peacock. Peacock was open, but Helpenstein was only about 6 feet away from his teammate and just put too much on it. So turnover by the Prep.
1:27 to go, third quarter. St. Augustine 32, Wildwood Catholic 24.
Bean in front of the Crusader bench, goes to Ruiz. Dunner. 1:10 to go in the quarter. Prep by 8. Ruiz to Bean. Down low to Daniel. Spins baseline, he's doubled. Kicks it out to Ruiz. Ruiz for 3, short. Rebound to Peacock. Stolen away by Bean. Got it to Jackson. Layup is good. Back to a 6-point game with 40 seconds to go in the period. Playing down the lane. Ooh, blocking foul called on Dunner. Thought they might get an offensive foul there, but the blocking foul is called. And that's going to send Noah Plen to the line for 2 shots.
And that's going to be the third personal foul, Brian, on Charlie Dunner.
I'm going to say, buddy, that the official may have deemed, because I think Dunner took that contact right in the chest. I think Dunner may have been moving forward at the time of the contact, which means he doesn't have legal guarding position. Plen made 1 of 2. Bean down the lane, right to the rim. His first basket. It's a 5-point game. Pass down low is going to go off of Wildwood Catholic and out of bounds. 25 seconds to go in the period.
Well, Wildwood Catholic was down 12, so now they've cut the Hermit lead to 5. It's 33-28, 25.3 seconds left in this third quarter.
Catholic on an 8-1 spurt here. Friel. Okie Byron now. Left-hand dribble to the basket. Layup is good.
Wow.
15 seconds to go in the period. Prep by 7. Daniel with it. Goes to Ruiz. Ruiz back to Daniel. Traveled with it. 2 seconds to go in the period. Prep by 7. Haynes traveled as the buzzer sounded. The officials are coming together and they're going to try, I guess, check to see if time should be put back on the clock here on that traveling violation. Because Wildwood Catholic could have a shot to get off a have a chance to get off a last-second shot. And they're going to put, they're going to put .3 on the clock, which means this has to be a tip. Wildwood Catholic cannot catch and shoot by rule. So Dunner will trigger the inbound. And that's it for the period. 35-28. St. Augustine on top. So Wildwood Catholic did go on a little 8-1 run there after they fell behind by 12. The Prep gets the last basket of the period, and they lead by 7 going into the fourth. Wait, buddy, yeah, two Catholic schools playing a game that's 35-28 after 3 quarters. Thought I was watching Judge Ryan in Northeast Philly back in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah, absolutely. And Wildwood Catholic will get the basketball to start the fourth quarter.
One of the stories of the night, though, Joey Peacock off the bench for St. Augustine with 14 points to lead all scorers.
He's been the difference. He's definitely been the difference in this basketball game. Pat Bean has only scored 2, Tayshawn Jackson 2, and again Alex Daniel with 6. You know, and when you're they're big gunners, they're double-digit scorers. Charlie Dunner has 7. He averages 14. So credit, the Hermits' defense.
Set play right off the inbound. They get it to Daniel in the post. Layup is good. Alex Daniel heating up in this second half. He's got 6 of his 8 after halftime. It's back to a 5-point game. Helfenstein. Oh, that was a travel he got away with, and now Peacock walks. A turnover by the Prep on their first possession. Wildwood Catholic can cut this lead. They can get as close as they've been since the second quarter. Daniel to Ruiz. The corner to Bean. Dunner. Ruiz. Country pass. He saw there was no help side there and just a little too high for Alex Daniel.
But that's
6 inches lower, that's a layup.
That's still a ball. Alex has got to leave his man and go get it.
True. Okie Byron on the wing. Now it's Plen. Rory Frio in front of the Prep bench. Helfenstein reverses to Plen on the right. Plen head and shoulders fake, kicks to Okie Byron, baseline drive, tipped away. Here comes Jackson for Catholic. To the basket, no good but a foul. This will be a blocking foul on Peacock. And this will be Wildwood Catholic's first 2-shot play at the line in the game. They have attempted 1 free throw. That was on a layup and a foul by Nasir Ruiz. Ruiz missed that free throw, but this is just the second and third free throw opportunities for Wildwood Catholic. Jackson makes the first. He's got 3 points in the game. He's been playing with foul trouble. Buddy mentioned how he's averaging a little over 10 a game, but the foul trouble has really gotten him out of his rhythm.
Yes, that's exactly those 2 early fouls.
Second free throws in and out. Rebound to Okie Byron. Prep a 4-point lead in the ball. Friel. And now it's Plen. Timeout called by St. Augustine. 6:29 to go. Prep leading by 4. One-Off Marketing designs and prints everything from business cards and banners to t-shirts and sweatshirts. Check out all of their services at oneoffmarketing.com. And of course, we thank all of our sponsors. Without them, these broadcasts do not happen. Especially some of our flagship sponsors, the Mudhen Brewing Company in Wildwood, Crest Savings Bank, Hall's Carpet Care, Cabrera Companies, Not For Long Media, and of course, Ulmer's Appliance.
And Brian, 6:29 left to play in this basketball game. Wildwood Catholic has come to life.
Well, one thing, buddy, I have to interrupt you here. What we've seen tonight is the prep has really executed well out of timeouts tonight. And we'll see if Wildwood Catholic can prevent them from doing so here.
And that was just a safe, let's just get it in.
Wildwood Catholic switches to zone here. They're playing a 2-3. It looks like they might want to trap out of this at some point. Plen holds. Goes to Peacock. Plen again. Drives, jump stop, jumper, off the back rim, no good. Rebound to Jackson, good box out. Okie Byron was probing for that offensive rebound, and Jackson said, nope, I got this area covered. Down low to Daniel along the baseline. Picked up by Helfenstein. There's the ball on the floor. Backs away. Little floater, no good. Long rebound, loose on the floor, and it's picked up by Friel. Plen with it. Prep a 4-point lead in the ball. Wildwood Catholic back to man-to-man. Okie Byron to the basket. Layup, no good. And the rebound brought down by Jackson. Jackson to Dunner in the corner. Bean for three. In and out. And Okie Byron another rebound, and he is fouled. Well, he has really been tough on the defensive glass tonight. Mide Okie Byron for St. Augustine Prep.
Oh, he's got 7 rebounds, all defensive.
Friel having trouble getting it in. Finally to Okie Byron. And now it's Plen. 4-point lead for the Prep, 5 minutes to go. Helfenstein. Peacock, who's been the man of the hour off the bench for the Prep, and now we have a foul on Ruiz.
That's his third, Brian. It's going to be his third, second team foul here in the fourth quarter.
Noah Plen hands off to Rory Friel. Mide Okie Byron. Back to Plen. Trying to get a posting Friel. Bean did a good job to deny that. Helfenstein on the right wing. Drives, kicks. Okie Byron traveled. Boy, Wildwood Catholic can cut further into this lead. Again, as Buddy mentioned a few moments ago, they were down as many as 12 at 32-20. So they're on a 11-3 spurt here.
And this is a big offensive possession for the Crusaders.
Daniel on the wing. Dunner now. Jackson. Up top to Bean. Fake, steps in. Lost the handle on the way up. Wow, he was going to be wide open for a foul line jumper there. And it's a turnover. Okie Byron against Daniel. Bad pass. Dunner the other way to the basket, and he is fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Hey, you know, buddy, Charlie Dunner may have had an opportunity for a 3-point play if he's simply worried about going and scoring the basketball. He looked like he was more focused on making sure he drew that foul. But he'll go to the line for 2 shots after a timeout that's just been taken by, I believe, St. Augustine with 3:40 to go. 35-31, the Prep leads. Charlie Dunner, after this timeout, will go to the line for 2 shots.
And that last foul was called on the Hermits' Joey Peacock. That was his second, team's second here in the fourth quarter. And again, Brian, you know, in the fourth quarter, a game that's this close, every possession is important.
Well, St. Augustine, much like they did in the second quarter for a long time, they haven't scored yet in the fourth quarter, but Wildwood Catholic only has 3 points.
Yes.
And we're 20 seconds past the interval of the fourth quarter. So, yeah, offense has been a rumor tonight, buddy.
And St. Augustine in this quarter, Brian, in just those, you know, that time that's ticked off, 4 minutes, 20 seconds, they've turned it over 4 times. So big free throws coming up for the Crusaders by Charlie Dunner.
He has 7 in the game. This is his first trip to the line. Got the friendly bounce. That's the home roll there, buddy.
Absolutely. He used every part of that rim.
Second one is also good.
Now that was nothing but net.
And Kelshawn Russell will come back into the game, replaces Alex Daniel. Catholic showing some full court pressure here. Oki Byron hands off to Plen. Center of the floor. Wow, nearly lost. And now we have a traveling violation again on Oki Byron.
And again, Brian, that's the 5th turnover against the Hermits here in this fourth quarter.
Well, Wildwood Catholic, which trailed by 12 in the third, can tie the game or take the lead with a 3. Well, they have not made many threes tonight. The roof might blow off this joint if they knock one down on this possession. 3:15 to go. Crusaders trail by 2. Daniel holding the dribble. Goes to Dunner for 3. In and out. Rebound to Helfenstein. Goes over to Plen. Plen across the division line. Helfenstein down the lane to the basket. Layup is good. His first field goal. He's got 5. Jackson to the basket. Blocked. And the loose ball. The rebound picked up by Oki Byron. Plen. 2. Peacock. Layup is good. Wildwood Catholic needs a timeout. They're going to play through it. They now trail by 6 with 2.5 to go. Bean with it. And he is fouled. And this will go against Plen.
And that will be the second personal foul against Noah Plen. 3rd team foul against the Hermits.
Wildwood Catholic taking a timeout here.
Just as you called for.
And well, you want to talk about, they talk about so many sports being games of inches. But, you know, that 3-point shot by Dunner, in and out. I mean, so it basically misses being a basket by an inch. And then St. Augustine reels off 4 straight to up their lead to 6. You know, had that shot gone down, Wildwood Catholic has the lead.
And again, so that puts the Hermits back up by 6, as you said. So it becomes 2 possessions if there are going to be 2 threes or a 3-possession game. So Wildwood Catholic needs to execute and come down and get a good shot.
Well, you know, it's certainly not dire straits here, but Wildwood Catholic really needs to get something out of this trip. Trailing by 6 with 2:24 to go in a game where points have been at a premium.
And if for nothing else, they need to score. They need to get some confidence back.
Dunner with it. Working against Peacock. Goes to Daniel. Daniel on the flare screen to Ruiz. They get it down to Daniel. Layup is good. Wildwood Catholic executes beautifully, and they get the basket they needed. They now trail by 4.
Yeah, that was a great look
Peacock.
by Pat Bean.
Now it's Helfenstein. Passes across. Oki Byron lays it in. Catholic trying to push quickly. Bean fakes the 3, steps in the corner to Jackson. Back to Bean. Bean drives, shut off. Alex Daniel now. 1:35 to go. Daniel dips in. Kicks. Jackson for 3, this is big. Off the iron, no good. Rebound to Oki Byron. Another one for the big man from the prep. Prep by 6, Catholic's got a foul. They still have fouls to give. They have 2 fouls to give before the prep would go to the line. Now there's finally a foul on Jackson. And when you're down 6 with a little over a minute to go, you got to get closer to that bonus.
Yes, absolutely. And Jackson, he picks up his 3rd personal. It's going to be the 4th team foul.
It's actually only the 3rd.
To check that, the 3rd team foul.
They get it to Oki Byron. Boy, Wildwood Catholic has to foul. Plen with it. Drives to the basket. Offensive foul. Not a good decision by Noah Plen there.
And a good defensive play by the Crusaders to draw that.
Buddy, a bench warning has just been issued against St. Augustine Prep.
And Coach Paul Rodeo, he just sits down and starts shaking his head. 1:01 to play, 4th quarter. The Hermits 41, the Crusaders 35.
Wildwood Catholic calls timeout. With 55 seconds left. And now they only have 1 remaining.
Both teams have 1 timeout left.
You know, we're early in the season here, buddy, so I'll give them a pass on this one. But generally speaking, you come down the floor down 6 with a minute left, I think you got to just call a play. You call a play, not a timeout. But, you know, again, you're early in the season here, and you know, maybe they feel better taking the timeout and talking things over.
Well, and the other thing we got to look at, Brian, the Crusaders only have committed to 3 team fouls.
Right.
So they got to get the 5 to put St. Augustine on the line. So then they got to do that a little bit quicker, whether they score down here or not.
Wildwood Catholic, buddy, which, you know, we had them in their opener when they were 10 for 17 on threes. They have really struggled from there tonight. They've made just 2. Moisture on the court again.
Well, they're 2 for 20 tonight,
Well,
Brian.
Yeah.
So struggled is putting it kindly.
All right, they get that cleaned up, and now we're ready to go. 55 seconds left. It's a 6-point game. Here comes Dunner. To Bean. Bean still holds. Dunner, top of the key. Back to Bean. Deep 3. Short. Rebound to Dunner. Loose on the floor. And we have a jump ball. Possession to St. Augustine.
And right there, I mean, that was big. They work the ball, take a little bit of time off the clock. They don't get the 3 to fall. both teams diving for the loose ball, which was great hustle, but the prep having the possession arrow gives them the basketball. 35 seconds left. It's 41-35. St. Augustine on top.
Friel looking and got it to Peacock. Peacock going to the lane, kicks to Oki Byron. Now Plen has it. Wildwood Catholic has to foul. Now they finally do.
And that's going to be on to Sean Jackson, his fourth, team's fourth. So now each Catholic foul will send the prep to the foul line for 2 shots.
Friel to inbound. Gets it in the backcourt to Plen. And he's fouled. And that'll be Jackson's 5th. And Plen will go to the line. And Plen can basically end the game if he just makes one of these.
Yeah, he makes one, it makes a three possession game.
Well, no good. The door is ever so slightly ajar at this point. We'll see if Plen can close it by making this free throw. And he does. Plen with 6 points all from the line tonight. Dunner with it, working against Peacock. Pulls up for 3. And that one goes in. Timeout Wildwood Catholic. So what's that, buddy, now? 3 for 22, does that sound right?
Yes. And Charlie Dunner, that's his second 3. He's 2 of 8 from beyond the arc. He's one of their main 3-point shooters. But again, St. Augustine with that pressure defense, Brian, in the half court, they've done a great job in taking Wildwood Catholic out of their flow and not letting their shooters get their feet set.
Now, the story of this game, really, other than the low scoring, which it actually picked up a little bit here, but is the bench play of Joey Peacock. He leads all scorers with 16 points.
Well, Peacock, he's been the difference. You know, he came in off the bench, called Coach Paul Rodeo. You know, obviously liked what he saw, kept him in to start the second half, and he has not come off the floor. Peacock really been given an opportunity to spread his feathers.
Knew a bad joke was coming somewhere. We haven't had one yet. It took almost 32 minutes. Friel on the inbound, lost it. Daniel picks up the loose ball. Got it to Ruiz. Kelshawn Russell for 3, no good. Dunner takes it out. 3 ball by Ruiz, no good, that'll do it. 42-38. St. Augustine Prep wins the basketball game. And was a very, very low-scoring game, and they grind one out on the road here at Wildwood Catholic to win it 42-38. Your final point scorers, first for Wildwood Catholic, they fall to 2 and 2. Charlie Dunner with 12, Alex Daniel with 10, 8 for Nasir Ruiz, 3 apiece for Tayshawn Jackson and Anthony Edwardi, and 2 points for Pat Bean. For St. Augustine, Joey Peacock with 16 off the bench. He was really the story of the game here. Rory Friel with 7, 6 apiece for Noah Plen and Mide Oki Byron, and 5 points for Kyle Helfenstein. And besides the 16 points by Joey Peacock, buddy, the other story of the game, Wildwood Catholic just 3 for 25, I believe it was, from the three-point line.
Yes, and that was a huge, huge factor because Wildwood Catholic really depends on that three-point shot. But it was not to be had tonight. And credit to Hermits with that half-court defensive pressure. I mean, they came out, didn't let Wildwood Catholic get any type of rhythm, and they didn't allow their shooters to get a clean look. You know, they're used to catching the balls on a swung pass, but they made them really either push the ball out or shoot off the dribble, and that was the winning formula. And they out-rebounded Wildwood Catholic 28-17. So that was another. And Okie Byram, he had 9 rebounds, but they rebound as a group. Noah Plen had 6, and Rory Friel had 7 rebounds.
All right, so that'll do it from North Wildwood. For Chris Knoll on our video production, for Buddy Tarbot, and I'm Brian Cuniff. Make sure you tune in this Saturday. We'll have multiple games from the Boardwalk Basketball Classic on CapeAtlanticLive.com and all our social media platforms. 42-38